What is Light the Way? Is it a festival? Is it a concert? Is it just an event? Or is it something more than that? Consider a very tall, rough-looking man who has spent a large amount of his life in a jail cell, finding himself at a festival in 2017. He was approached by one of the festival volunteers who somehow knew something about his past. Frightened, he asked how this person knew such things. They responded by telling him how the Lord has revealed it, but wants to show you how much He loves you. After they said this, the man's heart began to melt as he realized the physical chains that he wore for many years weren't the only chains he was bound by. For years he had been a slave to abuse, pain, fear, and rejection that had grown into a deep root of hatred and unforgiveness. The man fell on the ground, knelt down in the grass, and raised his hands towards heaven and asked the Lord for forgiveness. When he finished praying, the man stood up, and it was not the man who had just fallen down. The Lord had completely changed his life. Consider also a man in a wheelchair at a festival in 2019. Finding himself in the prayer tent, he received prayer from the prayer team for healing until the sun went down in the west, painting a beautiful orange and pink horizon. At the same time, on the opposite side of the sky, the moon was rising up and casting a glow over the prayer tent. To his surprise, he began to rise up. With the prayer team helping him up, he began to walk and kept walking until he was walking on his own. So he kept walking and walking until he made it up to the very front of the stage. He didn't give up. The prayer team never gave up. And God never gave up. He spent the rest of the night dancing, celebrating, and singing, raising up praises to the Lord all night long. So yes, we are an event. Yes, we are a concert. And yes, we are a festival. But more than all of that, we are the church without walls.